share it with Diana. Okay. So the first thing that I have told you guys about and I wanted to go over was the new app I'm using. So I don't know if you guys were using airplane mode on Instagram or what, but it won't work anymore on my phone. And some of the other people I started showing, it wasn't working on their phone anymore. So I researched, I don't know if you have iPhone or you have Android, but for Android, I searched and searched, and there's an app called Later, Later. And it does not post for you, but you can create all your posts in it, and then it gives you a notification and says your post is ready to post. You can pick a time. So I've been using it for about a week and a half just to make sure that there wasn't any kinks or anything to it. It's very simple. You can load the picture up there. Let me cut my brightness down on my phone. And so does anybody, like, you know, Mallory, I know you work and Elizabeth gets busy. Like, do y'all plan out your posts normally or no?
No.
I've tried that, and I used to use Hootsuite too, and that just, sometimes it doesn't send right, so I didn't really like it, because if it posted for me, it would post like multiple posts if I have too many pictures. Like, you can't post more than one picture at a time.
Yeah.
So
That's
I tried to plan out things and like save pictures to my phone too, but then I usually just go ahead and post what I'm going to post because I haven't posted in a while, type of thing. So
yeah. Well, I have really been consistent about posting, and I, every night would set up 5 or 6 posts for the next day on airplane mode for Instagram, and then, just copy it to Facebook. And then, do a little extra on Facebook. So it was really hard for me because I work all day, not if I don't plan them out. That way I'm at least consistent with posting, and it has really made a difference in, especially on Instagram, my interaction. I mean, I would get, 1 or 2 likes on Instagram, and now I'm getting anywhere from 10 to 50 likes, just depending on what the post is about. So, that's a big deal to me, just getting that interaction. So this one doesn't post for you, but you can go ahead and create your post and save it for a time, and then it'll give you a notification. So that's what I like about it. So it's not doing posting for you. You can just go ahead and set up when you have time, and you can do several days. So I've kind of noticed that you do get more interaction between about 7 to 10 at night, especially on Instagram. And so I set up my posts during the day for when I'm working, and then at night I try to come up with my own post and make it a little more personable, because that's kind of the time that I'm getting the most interaction. That's another thing with this app, is it'll kind of tell you when you're getting your interaction. So I like that also. So the way it looks, like I said, it's Later, Later, and that's the little like rainbow and an L is what the little icon looks like. And so you click on it and it comes up, and those are pictures I've already loaded. But when it comes up, literally down here at the bottom, it says media, schedule, or account. So you'll first hit media, and then there's a little orange button right there that you add whatever picture. So if you're, taking pictures or saving pictures off Google, Facebook, however you do your post, you can go ahead and load as many as you want up there. I found like this one with probiotic and greens. And then, so I just go ahead and load them all up there and have them. And then up here at the top, it says unused and used. So if you've loaded all these pictures and you don't have the time to go back to Instagram to see if you've used that or not, it goes ahead and tells you that you've already used it in the post, so you don't want to use that same picture. So I've just been deleting them out, periodically once I've used it. And so once you load it up there, and just FYI, when you go to load the pictures, put your phone on vibrate, because every time you load a picture, it gives you a notification that it's loaded. So it's like ding, ding, ding. The first few times I did it, my husband's like, "What in the world are you doing?" So I just cut it on vibrate. And so real easy, you just hit schedule or you hit the plus button. And then once I've, like if I do a post, let me just do one real quick.
Send it yourself. I'm not doing it.
So you add the picture and you just put your whatever you want to post with it, and then you hit next. And you can schedule now, which means, you know, post it right now or pick a time. So the only thing I was telling Sabrina when I told Sabrina about this app is when you pick a time, it goes from, if you pick like 7 o'clock, that's going to be 7 in the morning. And then right on the clock, if you see the little gray that goes from 13 to 23. So if you want 7 o'clock at night, you have to do 19. So that's how it does AM and PM. So you just click the time and let me just pick a time here. And then hit OK and it's scheduled. So then you can go in your schedule and actually see, all right, so today at 3 o'clock, I have a post scheduled. So it tells me all the way how to, you know, you see your schedule that you have. So on the weekends, I try to go through and at least do anywhere from 10 to 15 posts and schedule them in the morning times and all that in that app. So if y'all have any questions with that app or anything, just let me know.
It sounded extremely rude.
But I really like doing that now
Only had time to get on
and having that to use, because during the day I don't have time to take my phone out and create a post or come up with a post that I want to do. So if I go ahead and use the make those posts up, I don't have to think. My brain is best when I'm laying in bed at night. So I go ahead and do it while I'm laying there and make a few of them. So for some reason, you know, you think of everything once you lay down too. I always said like I should keep a notepad beside my bed, because my best, probably sometimes the only thoughts comes at nighttime when I'm laying down. So, hi Vic, you're back. And so I really love that app, Vic. I was just going over the new Later app that I'm using, and I kind of showed them how to use that. So we just finished that if you want me to tell you about it, but it doesn't post for you. It just allows you to make the post there and schedule them, and then it gives you a reminder that, hey, you have a scheduled post ready. So, and another great thing that I didn't say, Mallory, with that is when you go to post it, you hit post and it goes ahead and copies all the, like, you don't have to highlight all the words to copy it. It goes ahead and copies it. So you just go to Instagram, put in the filter or change filter if you want, and then hit paste, and it's already all the words it pre-copies for you. So it's a added extra step that you don't have to do, you know.
Cool.
Because that takes time. If I'm like making my post in my notepad, you got to go in there and highlight it all and then go to Instagram, pick the picture, you know, and all that. And I just don't have time to do that at work. So this takes literally, you know, 1 minute and it's posted because I've already come up with it before.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I wanted to, then the rest of this, just talk about doing online parties, or, you know, if people also are scheduling at-home parties or sipping samples, get some, if Joy can talk, some advice from her on, you know, how to set up these parties or ask people to host a party for us. Some of her good advice with that. Let's see, hold on. Can you talk, Joy, right now or no? She laughed.
You on your phone?
I think I'm muted.
No, I just unmuted you.
I hope I'm muted because she's teaching the Zoom.
Joy.
Oh, like we had our hearts. No, don't tell nobody. Put on your level 2. I'm doing.
All right, I muted her back. Somebody's singing. That was cute. So I totally agree with what you were saying yesterday, Mallory, that we should do, at least one party a week online, and all of us invite people. And so you have more of a crowd and we all help each other, because when you do an online party, you have, if you have some people showing up, you got a lot of comments, and every 3 to 5 minutes you're doing posts, and it just is a lot on one person. So it's a lot easier if you have more than one distributor in a party to help out, and then just share their stories and stuff like that. So I don't know what you were saying, just your days off. I mean, do you have a
I was
set
planning
schedule on days you're off, or no?
No, that's why I said it the way I did. I mean, I'm happy to join other parties too, but for me to be able to build, I need to do parties every day I'm off, because I'm not sure. I don't find out my schedule until like Saturday for Sunday. So usually I'm off Sundays. That's usually my only set day off, unless they need me for dishwashing or something stupid. And then lately it's been Thursdays, so hopefully it goes back to that Thursday schedule. Because then I can do parties or help with Joy at Tranquility on Thursday nights too.
Well, then let's say do parties on Sunday nights.
Yeah. I definitely plan on doing, like, if nobody schedules a party with me live, then I'm going to just do it online and make it public.
Yeah.
I watched I don't remember her name. It's like Savannah or Sarah or something.
Hold on. What? I unmuted you, Joy.
Okay. I just think if Mallory wants to do a party every day she's off, I think that's a great idea for her to do that as long as she can.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was saying, too, that, we all could do it together. So, if she feels like Sunday be a good day, then we can all do a Sunday party. And then say, my idea, Mallory, is if you have a live in-person party, the majority of that time, that's not going to be per se at nighttime, my thing. I mean, most people on Sunday, like 2-3 o'clock would probably be a good like in-person time.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, always we can set that we're going to do, online party once a week. And it doesn't have to be the same day and same time, but just so that it's available to everybody to invite all their own customers.
Yeah. And I've never done a Zoom party either, and I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, I haven't either. Joy, have you?
I don't think so. I think Vic and I might have done a Zoom party at some point, but I don't remember. We've done so many different things to see what works best.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
We can mix it up and see, how it works. But if we're doing it once a week, we can do, online Facebook one week and the next week a Zoom, and, switch it so we're not getting bored with doing it. But I just feel like that if we all contribute together, it'll also keep us all motivated to do it all year and help each other out.
For sure.
Yeah, and we definitely need to figure out how to switch up the for the online parties, all the slides. I feel like every time I do an online party, it's basically the same thing.
So you get bored even if your guests don't.
Right.
Right. And I feel like too, sometimes it helps when you can just throw in I've done a few over the years where we do a set, say 8 slides, but then you throw 2 in there that are different. Like if we're having a flash sale, or if there's just one certain product that, we've just released, or something like that, do 2 that are, different. And totally mix it up. We all, I feel like, need some new stuff with our new sample packs and the fit stuff and what the fit party. And I don't know if you guys have all gone in the What the Fit app and actually, looked at it and seen everything you get, because it's really, there's so many people that pay monthly for a workout app or pay monthly for CDs or the Beachbody stuff. And this is something free that they can get, in their own hand. And I was just saying, I've used the workout app now, and like I've never worked out. So it's something that it's nice to have right in your hands. So that's just kind of my thought behind, doing those online parties and trying to do it where we all help out. So it's not always Mallory posting or it's not always me posting, but we all can invite to it. So there's more people doing it. So I just feel like if we set it in stone and write it down, that we will be consistent on doing it. So that's just why I kind of wanted to tell you about that later app, and then also talk about and set in stone where, if we have 4 of us that say we're going to do it, then each one can do a week, and you're not doing, but you can always be a part of it and do stuff, but we're just, and like you said, splitting it up. So it's not the same party every week.
Sorry, I'm getting a phone call.
So what's y'all's thoughts with that? Does anybody have any new slides or new things to do with a party? No, Elizabeth? That looks like that face is a no. Vic, no.
I'm just really bad at the whole party thing because I'm not an outgoing person per se, and I just don't know a lot of the fun things that you could do to make it like fun or whatever, I don't know, I have a hard time in that area.
Well, I think too that with an online party, like, look at Vic, with an online party that, is, if you have the slides to use, then you don't have to be a personable person because you're not in person. But also, right, if people in your area are doing in-person parties, then the best way for you to learn how to see is just to go to them and, and working together and doing them. And that's why, online, if we all pitch in together, then we all get ideas from each other and we're all helping each other, and we can, if you post for a party and I'm in it, then I can comment and, help everybody that's in there have a good time and know the products and enjoy themselves. And you have more people where, we try to do some kind of giveaway in parties, and it's not fair to Mallory to have a party and have to give away something every single week. That way we all can help each other out in giveaways and just learning from each other. So
I was thinking about that a few minutes ago, like with the giveaways. I've hardly ever had success with online parties in general, but usually people get on for the giveaways.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, instead of always like giving away a wrap or giving away greens,
we can give away keto coffee samples now. You can, I have even done like 3 days worth of Fat Fighters or 3 days worth of ThermoFit, and you can just put it in a little Ziploc bag, and as long as you're giving them the ingredients to it, then you're perfectly fine not giving them a bottle that has it on it. So,
but also we could like not give away shaker bottles, but like something that has to do with what we sell, but that's not really our products.
Yeah.
Like a cup with a sample of greens in it. Like not because
Yeah.
it gets expensive to give away some of
They
our
have
products.
those
Coffee cup from like Dollar Tree and
Right.
keto
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work too.
And that's the great thing. I think if the only problem with doing something like that is if you're doing these online parties, someone might not be local to you. They might not be local to me. You know, they might be on your Facebook and you've added them and they're not close, and it's hard to and not cheap to ship like a cup and stuff. So I feel like if you're doing a oh gosh, she's got a carload of boys. Hi boys. You know, if you're doing a in-person party, then great to do, you know, a little basket. You can get a basket from the Dollar Tree and put a Dollar Tree cup in it. I mean, I actually found, I want to show y'all this coffee cup I found out of the Dollar Tree. Oh. Well, I don't know where it is right this second, but it's like, it says on it, believe in what you can do. You know, there's a lot of inspiration word posts, you know, cups in there, coffee cups. And like Vic said, put a keto coffee sample in it and a pack of greens or something, you know. But that's something you can do in a little basket, and it, you know, it costs $4 or $5. That's it. So, but I've always, you know, reading in the It Works Better Together page that if we just go ahead and write it down and set it in stone, you know, maybe something comes up on a Sunday and one week we need to do it on a different day. But I feel like if we go ahead and set in stone that, hey, we're going to do it this day at this time, you know, and if there's a week that you have to work on a Sunday, then we can do another party, you know, online a different day of the week so you can invite potentials for you, and just make it where it works out for all of us so that we're actually getting those parties in and we're actually, you know, working our business in 2018, because we've all, you know, I feel like 2017 was just something for all of us, and I feel like 2018 is going to be the best year yet for all of us. And especially, I think everybody up here, Vic, you're not going to conference, are you? You are going? Okay. So everybody up here is going to conference, right? Did you guys see on the It Works Better Together page about the app that you need to download? The Passport app.
I downloaded it.
I've already downloaded it and looked into it, and there's like a lot of stuff you get once you get the conference and all that. So I don't know if you guys looked into it, but it looks really cool. And like said something about giving prizes away if you have that app. And
I opened it.
I didn't know it did that. I guess my phone was on vibrate, probably. My phone's always on vibrate, I feel like, when I'm home, because it's going off. So any other ideas? Is everybody good with Sunday night at a certain time?
I'm off on Sundays, usually.
Sunday's good for you, Elizabeth? Okay. Joy, I'm going to unmute you for a second. Sunday good for you, ma'am? Oh, I hadn't unmuted her yet. Come on, unmute.
Unmute. She's good. Yeah, we're
There
good.
you go.
There we go.
Sunday's good. She already muted herself. I guess I'm good meant Sunday's good. So what do y'all think would be a good time? And again, we don't have to be set in stone. We can do a different time. But if, you know, I just feel like if we write it down and set it, we'll do it. And then I will do this Sunday night's party, and I will find us some new slides and just some new information, or try to, for a new party, and ask around, see if anybody has some templates that they're using.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I'm doing this Sunday, then I need it to be later so I can plan the slides.
Yeah.
Working.
You are working this Sunday?
No, I mean I'll be working Saturday, and I won't have enough time to really sit down and look at and plan slides.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do this Sunday. Y'all just pick a time you think would be good. Like, most parties are going to be an hour long, 45 minutes to an hour long. So we don't need it at 9 o'clock. It needs to be earlier than that, I feel like, because of our call. So,
Would like 7 be good? 7:30.
okay, I don't know about anybody goes to church Sunday night. It's 7's fine with me. Sabrina, we're talking about doing parties once a week online on Sundays. Is Sunday a good day for you?
Good day for me. I have nothing going on. We're not church people.
Okay. That's great. So what something we were saying is we're all going to try to pitch in and actually be the host once a week. So it's not so much on everybody. We can all invite our own potentials to it. We can change the slides up. It doesn't have to be the same, because we kind of get bored with doing number 1 post is welcome. Number 2 is, we're going to do giveaways. And 3, we're going to do this and blah, 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 blah. And, and then some of your potentials can kind of tell that it's just, we feel like it's repetitive. So trying to change it up and give ideas to each other. But I feel like if we set it in stone and say this is what we're going to do, that we'll do it. And maybe some weeks, if not everybody can do Sunday, we can do a different day.
All right. Is it saying that we are all going to join in on the party and bring our potentials every week?
Yes.
Okay. So, but if somebody can't do it, like let's just say hypothetically, you can't join next Sunday, you don't really have to join into it, but we can still keep going with it. But then there's always the following Sunday.
Yeah, well, we're saying we're going to do one definitely once a week. But if somebody can't get on, you could still invite your potentials, because there's going to be enough of us that can answer questions for them. We'll just tell them to go back to whoever invited them,
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I thought you were saying if somebody can't come, like if, again, hypothetically, you can't come, then we just change the whole day. I was like, why would you do that?
No, we will still have it every Sunday, but there'll be a different host every Sunday. So not once a week I have to do it, or once a week Mallory has to do it. It'll be like once a month on us,
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
And then I feel like too, Mallory, if you're only doing it once a month, you're not going to get so bored with it. Even if you use 5 or 6 or 10 of the same slides, you can add different little things in there. Whatever like giveaway we're going to do, you can talk about the giveaway, or I feel like if we all do a personal post maybe in the parties about what products we use and what results we've had, or even our story, that might be good in each. And then each party, each week, there's going to be a different story because a different person's doing it. Just a thought just come up in my mind. So I don't know what y'all feel about that, or, I know all of us use our own certain products and have a story. So
when I was doing online parties before, I tried to, like my first post was a post about whoever was hosting it.
Okay.
You take a picture of that person and say, this is whoever, and they're doing this because, or whatever. So if we don't have a host, but it's just us, we could have a post about ourselves and what our why is.
Yeah.
Beginning to make it a little bit more personal.
Yeah. Well, I feel like all these parties we can make public, and then the host will be one of us. But
Right.
if you have someone that wants to invite some of their friends, of course, but this needs to be a personable invites. Like, don't just add a million people off your friends list. Like, actually message them and say, hey, we're having this online party. We're giving away this, this, and this. Would you like to join? I'd love to send you an invite. And, just short and sweet, and ask them. And when they invite and they accept it, say, just want to let you know you can invite any of your friends that are interested. They'll also, the more friends you invite, the more entries you get for the giveaway, you can say. But they don't have to know that, we're not going to write their name down every time. But that's just something, an incentive for them to invite people, So we got a minute left. So definitely say Sunday at 7. Does anybody have a catchy name that we could use for it or think about? A WTF giveaway?
Yes.
Yikes! Could you imagine the backlash on that one?
See, that's the thing, like Joy said, like, I don't want people to think that WTF is what the flip, I want them to start, referring to that as what the fit, and let's, get fit. So
That's why I've been actually putting on there what the fit instead of the WTF. Because I don't want people to be like, I don't know,
My mom hates it.
lashing on me.
yeah.
I don't need nobody lashing on me.
Well, we're probably about to get kicked off, so if y'all want, we can jump back on here for just a minute and continue. Just come up with a catchy name and think about our first giveaway, and then I'll set the party up public and everybody can start inviting